computer. Welcome Down the Middle podcast, battlers. We are back. A couple of weeks in between. We've said before we slow down a little bit towards this back end of the year, don't we, H?
We do, mate. Comes into this time, we're not just going to put a podcast out each week just to make you
Just for
guys listen to us.
just for the sake of it.
Yeah, so nah, it's good.
Silly season almost upon us, mate. We've got the Christmas party this weekend, actually.
Got the
Hey,
Christmas
mates.
party, so you might get some videos again this weekend of
Did,
all us boys being drunk and doing the Olympic sports. I think it
did I
was,
was
and
that last year? Yeah, BJ's. That
it
was last
was,
year,
yeah.
BJ's, yeah. What sport? What sport? Yeah. Oh, hey, if you've got a topic, if you've got
Mm,
a discussion topic, let us know. I'm happy to go around videoing. That was good, actually. I was pretty
yeah.
happy with that. Yeah. Couple of days out. When do you finish up work? 20th or
20th.
something?
So
20th.
about 2 weeks from tomorrow.
Yep. Yep. I got
Yeah,
I got two I got 2 weeks from today. So, mate, jeez, I can't wait.
and then
Um,
what? 10 weeks off or something, isn't it?
yeah, 15 or something, 16.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Mate, I go
Set
back
short.
on the 30th or 31st of Jan or something. It's not that
Rough.
long.
We're very rough.
Oh, I got some shit to do on the holidays. Holy dooly, I got some shit to do. Mate, still a bit of sport been happening. We're gonna talk a bit of sport, bit of golf. We're gonna talk some NRL signings, or some rugby league signings across the board.
Mm.
Um, Again, everything sort of slows down at this time of the year, so we're happy just to pick up bits and pieces as they come. But over the weekend, for me, a surprising result with the Australian Open down at Victoria Golf Club in Kingston Heath Golf Club. Some bloke I've never heard of with the win.
Yeah. It was
Rich,
201 before the weekend started
mate.
to win. So well, good on him. I think he got 2 or 3 years in the DP Tour status now. So
He was
good on him.
he look, and I say as a bloke I never heard of. He was in it for round one, so like
Yeah.
he shot 7 under at Kingston Heath on day one to be tied second, and then just held his nerve. Very very good.
Yeah.
Um, oh, I was a bit
Herbie
disappointed.
just
I was a bit
The
disappointed.
Rippers just yeah. I don't know if it's because they're in live they can't do a fourth round now, but fuck
Well,
it.
I
It's
know, I know we've always backed them and gone, nah, 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 nah. We, live golf. We like it, 54 holes.
yeah.
But goddamn, like
They could have
there's
done
a,
a clean sweep this year in the Australian tournaments. But yeah, can't do much.
I think still good signs from Lucas Herberts. He shot what did he shoot? 8 under in the first round.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
Leishman did the best out of the Rippers.
surprising finish. He sort of come from not from
Well,
nowhere, but had a couple of good rounds in a row. Yeah.
and surprisingly, I didn't know um, the top three from this tournament get spots into the Open. So
Into the
Leishman
open.
can go. So I think Herbert would have been probably kicking himself because I don't
I
think
know.
he wouldn't have played too many majors. I wouldn't have thought.
No.
Um, and obviously because now the DP's gone with Liv, they would have had more opportunity to do like the Scottish Open and sort of do a couple tournaments before the Open there.
Yeah.
Um, but big up for Leishman. He did what he needed to do, and he'll get back into a major.
Also, for Curtis Luck, who had a really good final round of 68 at Kingston Heath. Yeah, his third round he had a 65, and shot up the leaderboard. Mate, he's a good golfer. And he was only a few off the pace. Riggs ended up three in front. But I think Curtis Luck is probably one to watch. And actually,
Mm.
if we start talking about Ripper, when we're starting to see some of those rumors around the team changes, I was half thinking that he might have been on the list if they weren't going to go for a big star, and if Matty
Yep.
wasn't going to get re-signed. I was half thinking that he might have been on the list because he's been sneaking around getting some good results here and there. So yeah, but anyway, Joaquin Neiman, not a bad finish to back up his last year win, end up tie
Five
fifth at
six was it?
yeah,
Fifth.
tie fifth at 12 under. Was probably pretty quiet through the middle there, but a good a good 64, sorry, in round three,
Sorry, yeah,
to
straighten back up.
jump him up the leaderboard. But yeah, um, I don't know. There's the Vic PGA this weekend. I,
Down at Mona.
the only thing for me is we get like 4 weeks of golf,
And then
like
gone.
hyped up in Australia. We get
Yeah.
4 weeks. We get the Queensland PGA. We get the PGA itself. We get we had the New South Wales Open, the Oz Open. Then we'll get the Vic PGA. We get a bit of televised golf, and then it all just disappears.
Yeah.
Um,
And it disappoints me that they do the coverage starting at 12. It's like, fuck, half the field's finished already on a Thursday, Friday. Even a Saturday. It's like, come on, especially when like, they got the women down there as well. So it's like, it's not like you don't have enough coverage.
that was
Like,
that for me. I think
it's
so.
the most disappointing.
This is why I've been looking at it. We come off the back of 2021, when we had the friggin' Tokyo Olympics, right? And we're in lockdown, and you've got the Seven app that you get broadcast coverage from bloody start to finish. You can click between all the different sports and all the different channels, and you get everything, right?
Mm,
We get a few more years, bit more sport, but now it's starting to push on the app, even on TV. They advertise their goddamn app around what you can watch,
yeah,
on the internet. And then we're still getting, especially for golf, like far out. Golf is an all day event. Like you've got your morning tee times, it's 4 or 5 hours. You got your Arvo tee times, 4 or 5 hours. It's an all day event. Put it on the goddamn app. It doesn't. I don't need it on the TV until 12.
yeah.
Fair enough.
Just
Put it
give
on the
us a
goddamn app.
chance.
Like,
Because sometimes on that Thursday, Friday, obviously half the field go morning and then the next day they're afternoon.
yes.
So sometimes people want to watch your Cam Smith or like all your big names, and sometimes they're already done because by the time it starts, they're gone
Well,
because they did the morning tea time.
and like, surely that's your promotion.
Yeah,
That's getting people on on the app. And like, to be honest, put your big names in the Arvo on the Thursday, but on the Friday, like, you want people watching. And guess what?
yeah,
People will put it on their computer at work, and you'll get signups, and you'll get, or surely you make more revenue from all the ads you can play.
well,
Um,
yeah,
because I got Cam Smith teeing off at 6, so I can watch him because I can watch. I'll go into work early. I'll put it on before I start
hmm
work. I'll watch a little bit. Like, you'd be the same. You could get into work a little bit early, watch a couple of holes, and then you got Smoko at bloody whatever it is, 9 o'clock. Watch a couple more holes, but no, you got to wait till 12, and then it's like, well, stuff it. I'll just get home and watch the couple of the Arbo players, but. I just think it's a missed opportunity. Maybe that was I was saying to H, I had to grind my gears before. Maybe that was it. I don't know, because I just got fired up a bit about that.
yeah. It's just a missed opportunity. It's like, especially since Liv's reunited the Aussie community with watching it on TV and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, pretty much only the Masters would get people watching it on TV because it's always on TV once a year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. They got to put more money, not even more money into it. Just the
Well, that might be the thing. There must be contracts and whatnot around
yeah, but fuck,
television
you've got everything
broadcasting rights.
set up already to do it that afternoon. Why can't you put a camera on 6 hours earlier,
Yeah,
or
and
even if you say 8 o'clock, go radio, you pick up half of them halfway through a
absolutely.
round.
Yeah,
That's fine.
absolutely. Your 6 o'clock tea times, like, yeah, they might be halfway through,
So
but
eight
again,
o'clock done.
it 7 and 9 only have, they got 4 channels or whatever. It's fair enough. They've got normal broadcasting that they don't interrupt. We're not saying it has to be on TV. Just get it
Yeah.
on the app so that I can watch it on my phone, so I can watch it on the freaking laptop or the tablet,
Mhm.
or whatever. Like, you could watch it before your kids go to school. Like, that's where you're getting eyes on rather than watching bloody cartoons. Chuck the golf on. That's what I did every afternoon. I was like, hey kids, guess what? It's hot outside. We're staying inside in the aircon. We're putting the golf on. We're not watching movies. We're not watching cartoons. We're putting the golf on. My kids were happy to
Yeah.
watch it. They'd be happy to watch
Yeah.
it at 6 in the morning as well. Dad would be way happier to watch it at 6 o'clock in the morning rather than Teletubbies and the Wiggles
Yeah,
or
fuck.
Peppa Pig. Far out Peppa Pig, mate. Put the golf on any day. Um, anyway, that's a missed opportunity, I think. It was on Channel 9 this year, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, and this is the thing. Fuck, I think every tournament's different. I thought it was on Channel 7 the week before. It,
It
it
it surprises me that Seven has Live, but then didn't get the Aussie tournaments.
yeah,
I,
it's
it's obviously
it's
it's
weird.
it's obviously who can pay the most amount of money and do whatever and whatever. But I just go, what the hell?
Yeah,
Um, the the women did I didn't I also thought I don't know there wasn't much coverage of the women considering it's an event that ran side by side.
not too much. Um,
I
More
saw
round
the
three
last
and
day.
round
I saw the
four.
last day. Yeah, round four.
Yeah, but they only kept going to sort of the first three groups, so like 12
Mm.
ladies or nine ladies, whatever it is, by the time round three. Um, but yeah,
Also, I I'm a bit of an advocate for women's sport. I don't mind it. It's most of it's going pretty good. There's some sports that probably have a bit of catching up to do. But I was like, the they'd already finished their final holes, like the winner, and that the bloke still had like 6 or 7 or 8 holes left.
it was weird on the Saturday. Everyone's finished except for three groups of the women. I'm going, how does this work? Because it's like it's a men group, women group, like in
Was it
between the top.
was it organized like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it just
So I don't
confused me
know
that
what.
they already
Yeah.
had a winner and the blokes were still playing it out. I'm like, wouldn't you want like your two marquee groups to come down like
Yeah. Even do the women and then have like a 3 hole gap, then start the men's final group. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, I don't
just
know.
so then you have a bit of spacing and
Yeah,
stuff
I don't
like
know.
that. But yeah, it's weird.
But look, to be honest, really only two golfers that were in it. Jie Shin finished 17 under, and Ashley Buhai finished 15 under. Next best was at 7.
She's gone for three
Um,
in a row. The boot one.
yes, mate. I actually remember watching the last couple of years. She's a
The
gun.
South African.
Yeah, she's actually good.
Yeah.
But probably a little bit disappointing from the rest of them. Like there's only
Well, Hannah Green was in contention. I think she was 2 shots off the lead going into
I
round four.
I feel like she got to 8 under. She shot a 79 final round.
So what's that? No, I think that's 7 over.
I don't know.
Or are
Shit,
they
mate.
73?
Um,
Could be Wales.
they might. I'm just trying to do the maths here. 270. What's 274 plus 17? Is
291.
291 divided by. Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, but they're playing at Vic. Just I mean, just say 205 divided by
What?
3. What's 205 divided by 3? I don't know.
68.
That doesn't
Oh,
help me. I
68.
don't know. I don't know, mate. Fucking hell.
But yeah,
68?
so
Say
she
that.
had a shocker. She had a shocker. She didn't do 11 over. No way in the fucking world.
No, I reckon maybe that's a 5 or a 6 over. Anyway, goddamn. It's
73, I reckon. 72 or 73.
hang on. Kingston Heath, past 72 for the men, past 73 for the women. Victoria doesn't say anything.
Yeah.
So
So she did 6 over.
6 over. 6 over final day. If she shoots even pass, she finishes with 12 under, still comes third. But that's a disappointing. Hannah Green, I like Hannah Green. She's good, but that's disappointing.
Mm. That's, yeah, there's just enough.
Anyway, um, so yeah, now I think we got the Vic PGA, which would have teed off today. Um, the other golf that you've been with one or two eyes on, H, is the
Yep.
what's the name of it? Do you want to rattle it off? The
It is
the
the
12.
PIF Saudi International powered by SoftBank Investment Advisors. I
That's
don't
a
know if that's the whole tournament, but
can you say that 5 times fast?
no, not even going to try. But we do have an updated leaderboard, mate. Joach Neiman and Cam Smith as joint leaders, finishing their round two at 11 under. And then look, I'm only going to rattle the names off. We're going to know you got Tyrrell Hatton at -10, Jason Kokrak at -10. Then you got Eugene Chikara that's left live, or I don't know if he's left or he didn't get picked up again.
I,
He's
I,
minus
I've
eight.
I've been struggling to find, and maybe they just haven't finalized. I've been struggling to find the relegation, um, promotion, stats numbers. Who's sitting
Yeah,
where? I can't pinpoint it. I've actually tried looking a couple of times the last couple of weeks, and I just can't find it. Because even with, well, we'll get to it, but even with the Matty Jones chat, hasn't been re-signed. This that. And I'm like, oh, just give me a list of who's in and who's
yeah,
out.
yeah, definitely. Mate, and then going down to our boy Richie Bland, he had a good four under, and he is at the time of recording. Oh, I don't think it's updated. He was still -4
Yeah, I've still
through
got
three
four under through
holes.
three. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Blandy.
yeah,
Shout
good
out to
for him.
Blandy. Actually, shout out to Blandy. I did our Spotify Wrapped as creators. Blandy, our best episode. Thank you, Blandy.
Beautiful.
Well done.
I was gonna
Well done.
actually, I was meant to say that to you today.
Did you look at that too today?
No, I can't look at it, but I was to
Oh,
say, oh, what is
have a
it?
look at it.
Like
Yep.
what? Yeah. So
I might post that because I took a couple of screenshots. I was going to tag Blandy in it. Yeah, I will
yeah,
actually.
100%.
Maybe
Nice
that's what
one.
this episode should be called. Thank you, Blandy.
That 2024 wrap.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. So H, an interesting. I'm not sure if you saw this during the week. I think it might have been this morning when I was scrolling, or maybe yesterday. So this, the PIF Saudi International is obviously on the Int series, the Asian tour,
International, yeah,
the
in series
international series. What?
international.
So they're the same though, aren't they? International series,
Yeah,
Asian
yeah,
tour.
yeah.
So I don't know who decides it. I don't know who does the crunches the numbers on it, but this field is ranked higher this week than the DP World Tour field and the PGA Tour field. So it's actually that. So from that, I got the fact that the players in this field are actually
Yeah,
better, and it's harder to win this week at the Saudi International than it is at both of them.
yeah.
Both of those competing tours. I
Because I know
think,
the
yeah,
one that's on the DP. I actually went through the leader, not the leaderboard, but like the two times.
yeah, the entry
There's
list,
only
yeah,
like four or five of them that I knew. Like Matt Homer was over there, Matt
yeah,
Patrick, Alex Fitzpatrick,
yeah,
some other boys, and then the other, obviously the PGA one is the Hero Challenge,
yeah, yeah.
picked field by the drunk.
But
Um,
a picked field, this
yeah,
is ranking higher. It's like it's rating harder than
mm,
both of those
good,
fields. So, but
good.
so I think the message is, you know, well, for me, it'll be interesting to see how how that plays out, especially with PGA Tour. They're
Well,
blowing up about Live, and the Asian Tour's gone, mate. Live players, come and play with us. We don't care. All good.
oh, they love it.
But
Uh,
now, like this, the Int series is actually, you know,
Well, and it's the gateway to live for the Asian tours as well, because
right.
obviously live players aren't going to play every single event because
Yeah,
they're traveling around the world still for live. But like obviously you look at what's his name? Is it? I don't know. It's the brothers. One of them won it last year. I don't know if it was Scott or one of them. He didn't. He only had a couple good results, and then bang, he wins it, and then he gets a spot and live, and then
yeah,
he starved off relegation this year. So it's like can change your life.
yeah. But I
And I
just,
think this is why the DP Tours branched off for its own deal with live.
yeah,
They don't want to be in the same deal as PGA.
yeah, yeah. But I think it'll be interesting to see if there's any, if the PGA Tour get their knickers in a knot again, and if there's any sanctions on how many events you can play on the Asian Tour, or are we affiliated with them, well, I
Mm,
assume they sort of are affiliated, but like, how that transition works, because now
yeah.
it's again, it's a better competition. It only this week at the moment, but it's a better competition than
Mm,
both the other two major tours in the world. Um,
yeah,
again,
but
timing wise, whatever.
yeah,
But
when
yeah.
but when they do have time, they actually do go play in these ones. It's because they get world ranking points,
Mm,
and it can help them get into majors if they're near the cut line
yeah.
of the world rankings and the points to get automatic spots into some of these other DP tour events that they can't stop them from competing in.
Yeah. And so then the other thing there was the world ranking points that were on offer was less obviously
Yeah,
at this
because
event
yeah.
because it's the Asian tour. But yeah, anyway, so interesting. But Kemi Smith currently second, 11 under, couple of people chasing. He I, he needs a good finish. I think he
Mm,
needs a top five finish for a bit of pump up.
yeah. Because then I think it pretty much won't be anything until after Live. I mean, until Adelaide, sorry, for golf tournaments. I'm not quite sure. I don't know if I had a little break there, but
Is Adelaide the first? Is Adelaide the first event? Is that what you're
first
saying?
or second, I think it's in February, early February. So
Okay.
um,
Actually, let me go to the
it
live
might be
app.
the second.
Live app sucks, but I'll give it one go right now while we're doing some research because they've
Um,
restructured a few of
well, so they
the
moved Adelaide because of the weather. They said the weather's too unpredictable.
that's right. It was pissing down rain, wasn't it?
And
Schedule. So they're currently going to go through in the next week or so the promotions for 2024,
yep.
righto, and then this
Uh,
early Feb is Riyadh,
and then the week
middle
after.
Feb
So
is
it's
Adelaide, 14
yeah.
to
So it's
16. Righto. Valentine's Day. I think we've discussed that. That'd be a great Valentine's date. Town of Adelaide
mm,
Golf Club,
send it
Royal Adelaide.
send it to the winery while I go watch golf. She actually
Yep.
floated the idea. She actually floated the idea. She goes, "We'll go there."
Oh,
I went,
hello. That's yes. Take it. That's
"Oh,
perfect content. One
you,
weekend, buddy. You be right.
I'm going away the weekend before for a
Okay.
golf trip."
I didn't book that. You did.
There's a reason why.
If Nora wants you to go, I think you go.
Oh, I know. Get Blandy out
Well,
for free tickets.
we might. Um, so the promotions event, it looks like it's televised on Seven. Seven
Yeah, it
Plus
should.
next week.
All through the Viv app. I mean, the Viv channel on the
Oh, well,
seven. On the
yeah,
seven.
yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
righto. Watch this space. I want to watch the promotions because I don't get it yet.
I
I'm not.
watched it last year. It was good.
Yeah.
Like
Well, I
it's
just
like
want to know. I just want to know who's in. And so, Matty Jones is back. Cam Smith coming out today
yeah, he said
and
yeah,
and
he's
declared Matt has not lost his spot. He just
mm,
hasn't. He just hasn't officially put pen to paper or something. Is that what it
yeah.
was? I, I like the whole contract thing. I like
Yeah,
it
because it
because
makes you accountable.
well, it creates a bit
100%.
of buzz. Creates a bit of buzz. It's very like, that's what
Yeah.
we love about rugby league. We'll talk about rugby league contracts in a minute. But that's what gets people buzzing. Oh, who's in, who's out, what's going on?
Yeah.
Who's
Because
going to sign?
obviously the big news at the start of the week when I put the picture in our group chat with Tony
Yes.
Finau withdrawing from the Hero Challenge, and then
Hmm.
everyone just went, "Holy fuck!" Because about 2 hours before he withdrew, Thomas Peters got traded to the Four Aces because they
That's
let
right.
Pat Perez go, so they had a spare
Yes.
spot, and then everyone's like, "Well, fuck." Bubba and Finau are pretty good friends, like, but I think it's gone a bit cold. I don't know
Well, I
if
haven't seen
people have,
anything. I haven't seen anything more from. I'm trying to find that
they
little.
do like to keep stuff under wraps
Where's
until
it?
the last moment. Um, they also said Adam Scott, but I don't know. I,
I don't know if
he's
Adam.
on the players board of the PGA. Like
I don't
I
know
can
if he's
see
got it in
why
him.
people. Yeah, I can see why people, because he said he didn't come down and play Australia this year because he went so deep into the tour championship of the PGA
Mm.
that he wanted to spend time with his family. And then I think he said that, and then everyone just sort of clicked. flicked into overdrive without actually.
It could be Jason. It could be Jason Day if they're thinking about an Aussie, because well,
I
although
don't want him.
why
No, see, I'm not
do
a
you not
big
like J
fan
Day?
of. I
Really?
yeah, I've gone off him a little bit. Just the last 2 years, yeah, just don't. Yeah,
The last 2 years is when he's actually been playing good.
just I know, but mm, just yeah, I
You're
don't
an
know
odd.
why.
I'd like J Day. I'd take Jason over Jonesy.
I would as well. I would as well. I would as well.
You must
But I
hate
just,
Jonesy. Poor
but
Jonesy.
I just don't think he does his 2 rounds a year and then he fucking coattails. But yeah,
Coming, coming, coming from the golfer.
well, I'm not a person to coach shows.
Reach out, reach out, Jason, if you want some tips.
Yeah,
I just doing lessons on Sunday down the range of Picton.
yeah,
Nice, 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 nice. Righto. Well, that's live. We'll watch the promotions next week, and we'll get
yeah.
back to your ballers. Um, Did we mention at the start that it's episode 100?
No, we didn't. We sort of just brushed
We
past that, didn't
skipped
we?
over that. Happy birthday to
Like it was
us.
no, yeah. Happy hundredth, the
Um,
century.
Raise the bat. Have you got a cricket bat
Yeah.
there? I don't have a cricket bat. I don't think.
Soon I figure it out.
I
I'm
think I
gonna
should
start
get a
getting the
cricket bat.
stuff.
I was looking at I think it was BCF catalog in the letterbox the other day. I was thinking about getting a plastic cricket bat set. Could have raised a
Yeah,
bat. 100. Who would have thought we'd get
hundred
here?
the best.
Couple of years
Not
in,
us.
3 years in, 3 years in. Be about right. Or is this our fourth year?
Nah, it's not fourth.
Third, I think. Third,
Third.
20.
Or maybe even coming up to three next year.
I think we might have started in 22, 22, 23, 24. We'd probably do 30 episodes here. Anyway, happy birthday to us. Um, NRL, we have seen a new coach for the Blues being
Mm,
announced, and a few
yeah.
assistant coaches I think have been linked in. So we've got Laurie Daly. What's your thoughts?
Uh, I can I can understand why and on both sides of like people are happy and people aren't happy. There
Mm,
wasn't too many options out there,
well,
to be
yeah,
honest, really. You had people wanting Phil Gould, Ricky Stewart. And I'm going, fuck that. Fucking Ricky can't even coach fucking Canberra, let alone freaking New
there you
South
go.
Wales. Like, sorry. Um, I think Laurie, I think Laurie Daly was a yes man when he coached the Blues last time, and I think the culture's changed a bit.
What do you
It's
mean?
not certain. Well, I think how he had like four fullbacks in the team. I just don't think
Okay,
this
yeah.
year around. I thought a little bit different. You sort of play players in their position
Well,
and
that's
just
that's what we've been starting to unpack probably last year and this year, really, haven't we? Going
mm,
against the likes of Turbo and Latrell in the centers, and trying to pick centers in center positions, and wingers in
yeah,
wing positions, and
and dropping people
carrying.
on when they're not in form,
Yeah.
like your Tedesco. Well, I mean, Tedesco did good this year, but given,
From memory, I think
but
Teddy
yeah,
helped
but
us
like
out with
just but or more so giving people chances and stuff like that. Otherwise, you're just gonna have the same team every year.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, so I'll go with some things that I think are good about the signing. Um, Madge, fantastic last year, needed to come in.
Yeah,
Freddie just missed the mark. We needed to change. Madge comes in, fantastic. Madge has just lost his job, gets one. That was never going to be a long-term thing. That was
no,
always
it
just
was
that was
a
always
stepping
always
stone.
going to be a one-night stand. It was always going to be a 1 year.
Yeah,
Um, you know, we knew that, because he's not a one-off coach. He's a club coach. That's exactly what he wants to do.
yeah,
So the thing that I like is that Laurie's been around the Blues, and I don't. He's not a club coach. I don't think he's looking for that. I don't think he wants that. I don't think that's his aspiration. So I think he can put in heaps of time and effort and brain power throughout the year, and then in the lead up, go, this is what I've got. Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
And then off you go, boys. Go back to your clubs. And then he can ponder and watch and just he's in the game enough that he can just watch it and absorb it and chat to
Yeah.
players here and there. And then it comes around to Origin time again, and he can go, that's the bit I like. Bit I don't like. He doesn't have the greatest record.
No, he
I
won what,
think
two,
I'm going to say one or two series wins over
seven?
yeah, I was going to say 5, 6 year period, whatever. We could fact check it, but that's not what we're about. We're about just going off the top of our heads, and then H just got the phone out, so he'll check it. I think, but he's also been around it since then. So he's seen what's
Yeah.
worked, he's seen what hasn't, he's seen the progression of players through. Um, so whilst he doesn't have the track record, he was also probably up against, quite some very, very good Queensland. So was he like a 2013, 14 coach? Is that
13 to
what?
17, so 5 years,
Okay, there you
15
go.
games, 6 wins, 9 losses. So
A series win
doesn't fucking say. Just gives me the wins.
with 6 wins is a chance. If you
Six
got two,
wins, so that's one.
well, not necessarily. Oh, yes, it is. So at least a series win.
He won at least
Shut
one.
up. Okay, I did the maths after I said not necessarily. So shut up. He's won at
I'd
least
say
one.
one, and then probably two, well, 2 wins actually. Fuck, that can put you to two series wins.
Oh, well, there you
So
go.
I
You've
reckon
just done the
two.
maths that I did.
Yeah.
So it's not, it's not terrible, but 6 to 9. Anyway, I like it. He's come out openly, publicly, and said that he's going to
I
work
like that.
with Bellamy, and he's going to sit in Bellamy's camp, and Bellamy's had his own history with the Blues as well. He's obviously
He did
one
zero
of,
for
if
three or something like that. Zero
yeah,
for
but
two or something
still,
like that.
like he's he's
Oh,
he's one of, if not the greatest club coach at the
and we
moment
gotta
of
we
all
gotta
time.
remember, like Bellamy and Laurie Daly, they did it when Queensland were fucking prime.
Yep, yep,
Like,
yep. Well, so
yeah,
would Daly have been part of ending
he
that
stopped the
eight
route.
straight?
He
He
stopped.
he he
He stopped
stopped
it.
that 8 straight. Yeah, that right.
Yeah,
There you go. Yeah, okay. So that's huge. That's huge, and I
mm,
think he can. I think you could see him going into camp, going, boys. I've done it. I know what's going on here. This is
yeah.
how we're going to go out and do it. And I think he's probably got enough standing in the rugby league community that the players will get in and buy in and get behind him. So
Mm,
I like it. Dean Young, I think, announced as an assistant coach,
yeah,
um, an Origin
not too
player
bad.
himself. He's
Yeah,
doing a lot of coaching. Is he? I don't know where he is coaching as an assistant at the moment. Is he at the Bunnies?
I was about to say, was it? No, that was Hornby.
Maybe yes.
I know Hornby was obviously interim coach,
He
and
might have
he's
gone up to the Cows, actually.
oh,
Assistant coach for Tonga. Assistant coach for Indigenous All
mm,
Stars. That's not helping me. Oh, Wikipedia. It's just
faithful, isn't it? Coaching. He was with is Tonga. Yeah, this
just
is
one
so
moment.
good.
Just one moment here, Patlers. This is riveting stuff.
Good coach.
Assistant coach. Oh, Shane Flanagan at the Dragons. Righto, there you go. He's with my team. I'm doing well here. That might only be new.
He was there in
Fuck.
2023.
I'm thinking of Hornby. I think I've got Hornby in my
That's what
in my
I did.
brain.
Yeah,
I think I've got Hornby on my
yeah,
brain. Obviously, two completely different men, but I think I had Hornby in my head. Anyway,
yeah. Let's see how he goes.
we'll
Good
see.
judgment.
We'll see. I like it. And again, look, he's got plenty of time to work it out and make a plan. And yeah,
Exactly. Mate, and talking about your Dragons involves my Sharkies as well, mate. You boys signed Daniel Atkinson from 2026.
yep.
You will not get him in 2025. The Sharks have come out. The Sharks have
H has
no.
put his foot down and said, "You will not have him."
Well, the Sharks have come out again and said, "Yep, we've lost him.
Yeah,
We
look, I
won't.
get it.
We won't be matching. Trying to persuade him. Like he's done like good for us for the 1.5 years he's been there. Um, but yeah, he's integral. He's probably going to be our 14 really for the year. So first
Yeah.
drop.
Well, again, like I don't know what's it. I don't have any uh what's the word? I don't have any real comments on what I think, where I think he'll play because the spine
Well,
at the moment is still all over the shop. I think it until Flano comes out and names that first round team,
yeah,
I don't think anyone really knows who's playing where.
it,
Gutho come out the other day and said, "Oh, well, Tyrell Sloan's the fullback, so I got to take it off him. If Flano wants me to play fullback, if he doesn't, I'll play somewhere else. But I understand that I'm coming into the team and he's the current, fullback." And I'm like, "Fuck, man, I thought you were going
mate.
to come out and go, I'm
He's
making it my jersey sort of thing." Anyway,
like he's fucking talking about a prime Billy Slater. Fucking Sloan.
yeah, I
Jesus
know, I know,
Christ.
I know, I know. I also did have that thought. I was like, dude, you're not stealing it off. Yeah, like you said, one of the greats. But
Yeah,
yeah, we won't know. But anyway, I think a good signing, and but also whispers of that were happening.
pretty much from November 1st, really.
What do you,
When
how, did you find a number? Did he sign for 500 or something?
yeah, 1.5 over 3 years. So I went off
Jeez,
500K a year.
not
I
bad for
would
the
have
young
thought so.
fella. What's he on with you guys? Base, just about.
Oh, I think he's only on fuck like 250. Because we signed him from when he played good in the World Cup for Italy.
Is he a
We
young
signed him.
fella? How old is he?
No, he's not young.
Is he
I
like
think
mid
he's.
twenties or something?
I reckon he's mid 20s. Yeah.
Yeah, 500. Bloke's played a handful of first grade games. Not bad.
He Wikipedia's our friend tonight.
I would have rathered like a,
Oh, sorry, he's 23.
okay, so that's okay. So we'll get him at 24, bit of time to mature into mid to late 20s, 500, whatever. If they've got it, they've got it. If they don't,
He's only played 21 games as well.
he's played 21 games
He played yeah
in
20.
first grade
Yeah, he played 20 for us
this year.
this year. Yeah,
Jesus, I
so he's done all right. Yeah,
some most of them off the bench. Well, Hines was
probably
injured for a
half.
bit.
Probably
Hines was
half.
injured
Half of
for a
them off the
fair bit,
bench.
wasn't
Yeah.
he? But
Yeah.
then you had Trindle went for a short
Well, then
stint on the
Trindle.
sidelines.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. So fair enough. He's actually got a fair bit of footy in him.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Played 6 games for Italy as well. So see how it all goes. Well, that's where we signed him from. That's where he got it from. So
So he's not
some,
he's not a Sharks junior.
no, he
Okay.
played for Melbourne Storm. He played 1 game. So so that's why he couldn't get Rookie of the Year this year. Like he couldn't
Okay.
be like full contention. Sorry,
Yeah. Yeah.
he played 1 game.
One game.
But
Speaking of one game, what about that young fella from Titans that you sent me?
yes, the poor bloke. Yep, he had an
Who's
incentive in
what's
his
his
contract.
name? Puhalu or something? Oh, I
He
don't.
had yeah.
That's
So they had an incentive of an extra 50K if he plays 20 games, and the Titans purposely
Josiah
rested him in the last.
Josiah Pahulu. I was close. As close
Yeah,
Pahulu.
yeah, rested him in the last game, so he didn't hit the 20 game mark, so they didn't have to fork out 50K. He wants out. The Titans aren't going to give him out. That might get messy, I think.
That's this is oh man.
It's wrong.
It's he's played nearly every game that year with Tino out. He's busted his ass. He's 20-year old.
Mm.
He's got to play one more game to get a 50K bonus, and Desi
And
drops
he's
him
on the
because
minimum contract as
because
well.
because the last game like didn't really mean anything. Yeah, so he's won like 100 and something to get an extra 50.
140, I think it is. I
Like,
remember something.
yeah, that's huge money for a 20 year
Yeah,
old. But see, the thing is, that'd piss me off too. And the bit that gets me is with all these contracts is like you got people that go, I want out, and clubs go, yeah, you're gone. See you, mate. Like, no dramas. And I might be signed till 2027, but I want out now. Yep, no worries. And all of a sudden
yeah,
the door gets sorted. This bloke's like, you've pissed me off. You've ripped me off from 50 grand. Sure, you paid me 140 the year and I played really well
yeah.
and you gave me an opportunity. I
The
get it.
way it happened, though.
But you just ripped me off. He can't leave. He can't just go, I'm out. Like
Yeah,
he's requested a release, or has he?
yeah. He requested a lease to go to sign for the Bulldogs to get a contract from the Bulldogs, and they said no.
And they've said, no, we're not going to give him an early release. It's like if I wanted to leave my job, I'll just leave it.
Yeah,
I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm
yeah,
sure. Yeah. I just go, how much does it suck for those blokes? Or even Ben Hunt, I suppose, a year ago. Sorry, Ben, you're not
mm,
leaving. I just go, how does that bloke at 20-year-old turn up again in preseason training and bust his ass, get absolutely smashed every day in the summer heat, and go, yeah, can't wait to probably not play first grade because Tino's coming back and
yeah,
he's done him, I'm not getting a pay rise. Missed out on me 50 last year. I'm not getting a pay rise this year. It's pretty
yeah.
rough. It's pretty rough. Yeah. Oh, oh well, that's not us, mate. We're just doing our
He's
best
up
every
to
other
that.
day. Yeah. Not much else NRL news really, is there?
Not much else, mate. It's,
No. But we are teasing at the end next week's episode
yeah,
or next
teasing
episode,
now.
whenever it comes out.
Yeah.
So H put up the little post the other day, got a bit of traction. Couple of people had a look at it.
Mm.
We got something coming. Um, I'll hand it over to you.
Oh, well, I was gonna say, well, you can keep
Doesn't want
going,
to.
mate. Yeah.
We've got an interview
Well,
coming. It's our second interview.
yes.
Obviously, first interview, like we said before, Blandy. We love Blandy. It was great. This is probably something that we want to do a little bit more of when we can. We thought to finish off the year, we might try and finish on a bit of a high. We've got an interview lined up. I'm not going to say who it is because I'm going to post something to our
Yeah, I
socials.
was gonna say, yeah.
You can,
It's not even hard to say, sort of like,
the battlers can just guess, but
yeah,
a professional, um,
athlete.
professional athlete. Um, Yeah, how much do we
I was
give?
gonna
How much
say,
do
I
we
know
give?
it's like,
Professional athlete. You know what? We'll leave it at that. Give DTM a go because we've got two professional athletes
mm,
out of two, so that's pretty good from us.
yeah,
But I think it'd be good listening, especially for our listeners, what they're into, that sort of thing. I think it'll be good listening.
not
It
your
should give a
everyday athlete either.
not
But
your everyday athlete. There you go. Give us a bit of insight
mm,
into their lives and whatnot. But yeah, I think it'll be. I'm again, we haven't done it yet, but I'm
yeah,
I'm thinking this will be a pretty good one, Butlers. So
I think so.
just stick around in the next week or so. I don't exactly know when we'll drop it, but in the next week or so, we probably will have episode 101.
Yeah,
Episode 101. Thought that
I
was a
think
nice little.
you'll put up the teaser probably tomorrow. I think. Right
Probably
now.
tomorrow. With this
Yeah,
episode 100 drops, and you'll get a teaser with it. Well, tomorrow. We say tomorrow, actually today, when this
yeah,
episode's on.
yeah.
We forget
Hard to
that.
say in free context.
We got to
Yeah,
remember today and tomorrow's.
yeah,
There'll be you know what? I'll launch it at the same time. Episode 100 and the teaser for episode 101.
yeah.
But
Sweet.
by the time you've already listened to this, you would have seen the teaser. I don't know. That could be
So
the
what?
worst. That could be the worst tease of all time.
Yeah, just dipping the toes in and then dipping out.
Whatever.
It's good enough for
Um.
us.
Anyway, on that, get ready for episode 101 because it's coming and it's going to be good.
Be good.
All right, Battlers, leave it at that, H.
But I think leave it at that. Leave it on high.
Leave it on a high.